guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch yet another video with me, and welcome back guys. Like, I did my budget, and as I said to you guys in my previous video, that I got a 13th check, which means that I literally spent quite a sum of money, and I basically have nothing in my account left except a little buffer for like bank charges, etc. And then the rest I've got in cash, which I will be starting with, or officially starting with, proper cash stuffing videos and savings challenge videos. I am super excited about that. Now, I just quickly want to run over my budget. What I'm going to do is, because I get paid on the 25th of each month, except for now for December, where we get paid on the 15th, that payday would basically mean it would be my January budget. So I would then do my January planning like I did in my previous video, and then I would run through my budget for obviously the month ahead, but like I get paid 5 days before month and before the new month starts. So my week 1 would run from the day I get paid until a week later, and then week 2 would start, week 3, week 4, etc., depending on how many weeks there are between my paydays. What I was thinking about doing is, because I really want to do weekly stuffings and weekly savings challenges, so that it makes it more interesting for me, it makes it more fun for me, and that way I know that I will actually get to the saving part of it. That is obviously, of course, what this whole journey is about. Now I want to show you guys some stuff today as well. So let's just quickly jump into my budget. What I'll do is, once I have my cash withdrawn for the month, I will obviously take the total, divide it into 4, and then I would work with that amount weekly, just to sort of limit myself on spending, especially with groceries and all sorts of things that I used to overspend with, or that I still intend to overspend on. Like, for example, if I allocate myself 1,000 rand for the month for groceries and I keep that whole 1,000 rand with me, it's not going to work out, guys. I'm going to find myself overspending in the first week, or maybe in the second week, and then for the third and fourth week I've got no money left for groceries to fill up the cupboards and so on. What we do is, when my husband gets like a construction job in, like he needs to go tile somebody's house or paint or whatever, we use that money and we buy bulk, because we're such a big family. We're a family of 6, and you know, it just works out cheaper that way. So my weekly grocery money would basically be to fill up on something that's maybe depleted or finished or whatever. And then also, the other thing is why I started this journey is because I am addicted to online shopping. I love online shopping. So if the money is not in my account and it's actually in cash, then I can't do online shopping. For me, it is such a schlep to go to a shop and spend money. So these are all sorts of little nitty-gritty things that I want to share with you guys, so that you also know where I'm coming from and why I started to do this cash budgeting system. Now, I am super excited. I did order myself some binders and envelopes and stuff, so they just let me know this morning it has been shipped. I suppose it comes from United States, I'm not sure, but I ordered that as well as a money tray on Shane. So yeah, it should arrive here around the first week of January. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to get that set up and share that with you guys. So let's just jump into this budget. I just want to say that if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. If you are into following somebody's journey along like this, I would really appreciate your support. And I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys that are supporting me at the moment, and that is going to support me in the future. I've got some Coke here, guys. I'm sorry, it's very hot here. And yeah, I just stay thirsty, and Coke doesn't really quench your thirst, but that's what we've got now, so we're just going with it. And I love Coke. I need to get off Coke, I know that, yes, but for now we're just doing it. Okay, so what I got paid, this is now after taxes and my UIF and my retirement annuity has been deducted. This is the actual amount that hit my bank. And as I said in my previous video, I would try my best to remember every day when I upload a video to share with you guys, like somewhere on the screen, what the ROE is for that day, so that you guys know that when I speak about rands, that is which is our currency, you know, like how much it is in dollars, American dollars or Australian dollars or whatever. So the actual amount that hit my bank was 22,255 rand 10 cents, which is a lot, guys. That's exactly double my monthly salary. Okay, so the first thing in my budget that I always pay is our rent, because it is very important to have a roof over your head. So our rent is 6,000 rand a month. Our electricity and water, we've got prepaid electricity and prepaid water, which is really nice because you don't have a surprise bill that hits you and you don't know where you're going to get the money from. So you purchase your electricity and then you load it on the meter that's inside the house, and then the water is, the meter is outside. It's connected to the municipal water. So we've got like a little tag. I'll see if I can find it somewhere and show you guys one video how it works. It's got like a little tag with a sort of like a magnetic point at the one point at the one end, that they insert that into a machine. They load the amount that you want. You pay for that, you come home, you tag that onto the meter, and it automatically loads your water that you bought. We've got Netflix and Showmax. The reason for this is my home language, or our home language, is Afrikaans. So all the Afrikaans movies and stuff that we like to watch over a December period is on Showmax. The rest of the movies and series that we watch is on Netflix. So our Netflix used to be 200 Rand a month, and that is to like basically watch it on more than one device. I think it's up to 4 devices at the same time. However, I've scaled that down to one device at the same time. So it's 99 Rand a month for that. And then Showmax is also one device, which is 99 Rand a month. So altogether, that actually works me out a Rand or two cheaper than what it was on Netflix. Our debt this month that I paid was 1920, so it's 1,920 Rand. Then I've got funeral cover with Capitec Bank, which is my bank provider, my bank service provider, which is 279 Rand 10 cents per month. And on this funeral cover, I've got the 6 of us, like me and hubby and the 4 kids. Then I've got my mum and my mother-in-law. Reason for that is it's basically just for my mom, it's full cover. For my mother-in-law, it's just an extra, like a top-up cover. Because what happened to us was in 2012, my father-in-law passed away, and the funeral cover that he had for him wasn't enough to do his burial. We had to have his grave and his cascade enlarged, like in length and in width. So that cost an extra 3,000, which his funeral policy did not cover. So we went ahead and we paid that in. So then I added my mother-in-law, so in case something happens to her and it's the same situation where her policy is not enough, then we've got that money to help everybody to get a proper burial for my proper funeral for my mom-in-law. My mom, on the other hand, she's 64 now. She'll be 65 next year, November, which I know in South Africa that is retirement age, and then companies start telling you that you're too old, you need to go on retirement, and she doesn't have anything. She doesn't have a retirement annuity, a funeral policy. She's got nothing, guys. So I am actually quite worried about her. But I've got some cover for her as well. So in case something happens, then I can at least, let my brother know that we can give her a proper funeral. She's not married. She's a single woman. So she doesn't have anybody looking out for her. Everything she needs or that she does is totally on her. So yeah, that is the short and the long of our Capitec Bank funeral cover. This was very important. It's not something that I would like to cancel to save up that money, because you never know, you guys. Like tomorrow is not guaranteed, So if you take out funeral cover and things like that early on in life, it doesn't mean that you are negative and all of that. It just means that you are preparing for, in case something happens. So then I've got Rain, which is our Wi-Fi service provider, our internet. This is a need. It's not a want. This is because I am currently working from home, because I don't have a vehicle that I can travel to work and back with. So I'm doing my day job from home, and obviously then it's quite clear that I need Wi-Fi for that so that I can connect to the VPN and do my day job, receive emails, etc. Okay, so let's just quickly, now, as I said to you guys, like my week 1 would start from the date that I get paid until up in a week later. I've ended off this week earlier because there's nothing left. Now, please don't be shocked. I'll explain in a minute. Rent, 6,000. I'm basically now ahead because this rent is for January. So it's due on the 1st of January and it's for January. As you can see, guys, I've already paid it. You must just let me know in the comments if you guys need to see more clear. Let me just see if I can make some space here. This book is so big. Okay, so that's been paid. The Capitec funeral cover, that's been paid. Our rent I pay via electronic funds transfer. So I do an EFT to the owner of the house. Our funeral cover goes off by debit order. Showmax goes off by debit order. Rain goes off by debit order. That's the Wi-Fi. Then I've also included the bank charges here. Our bank charges for this month so far is really high, due to the fact that I could not withdraw money at the Pick n Pay till or at the Checkers till, because they, because of festive season, people get crazy and they start, stealing and stuff and robbing places. So the floor limit is 5,000 per day that you can withdraw from the till point, but they only keep a maximum of 1,000 Rand in a till per day now, over this period until about the middle of January. So I had to go withdraw at the ATM, and of course I discovered that my own bank's ATM charges me almost 3 times more than when I draw from another bank's ATM. So for example, in this case, I'm with Capitec, so I withdrew from Capitec, and then the ATM ran low on cash, so I had to go withdraw the balance of the money I needed for my cash stuffings from a different ATM. So, excuse me, guys. For that, Capitec actually charged me 24 Rand, which I thought it was a lot. So then I went for the balance to an ABSA ATM, which charged me 10 Rand for exactly the same amount that I withdrew. I was dumbstruck. I didn't know what to say when I saw that on my bank statement. So Spending, like I told you guys, I went a little overboard, but included in this spending of 8,104.50 is some groceries and some of the Christmas shopping, and some of the things that I set up here to be able to launch my Etsy shop, and also some of the things that I wanted to like try and make myself. I'll show you in a minute what I did. I'm quite proud of myself because I'm not a creative person at all. Okay, so 5,260 Rand of this total that I got paid is what I withdrew in cash. So that is why I say there's nothing left. This means that there's nothing left in my bank except for maybe 100 Rand or so buffer in case there's more bank charges for the rest of the month. I really don't want to go into debit because the whole purpose of this is to get out of debt, right? So that is the amount of cash that I withdrew, and that is for my next couple of videos where I'll be dividing it up into the weeks until my next payday, and we'll do some cash stuffings and we'll do some savings challenges and so on. And then my second week will start on the 22nd, but from here on out it will all be cash. So the Netflix, I might go back and put 100 Rand back into my account so that the Netflix can go through, or I'll just skip it for this month. It's not a train smash. It's not like something will happen, or we'll not be happy if it doesn't go through. It's not like it must be there. It's just like it's a luxury for us, because like in my previous videos I explained to you guys, because we don't have a vehicle, we cannot go out and have some fun with our family. The places here around here that we can go and have a picnic or something like that is really far. So and we are not fortunate enough to have proper public transport in place, so we also can't take public transport to a certain place and have a good time and come back. So what we have is the Showmax and the Netflix, and that is our entertainment, if you will. So that's it for my budget right now. So I just quickly want to put this to the side. I want to show you guys something. This is my Easy Debt Snowball Tracker. I got this from Celisa at Beautifully Me and You. And I thought, because I used to do my debt tracking and stuff on a spreadsheet, I tend to not look at that, guys, to be quite honest. Maybe it's something to do with me being a 70s baby. I love a piece of paper where I can write something down and it's in front of me the whole time. I am constantly reminded that this needs to be done. So let's start. First of all, I had a cash loan of 770. Then I bought, in the beginning of the year, I bought my husband and my oldest son a drone each. So I started off here with a debt of 5,000. It's now down to a balance of 1,000. This is the school fees that I still owe the school. So that's 1,000. Then MRP Mobile, they've got two accounts, because I used to have, a couple of years ago, I used to have a tablet and a cell phone, each with a SIM card. So on the one it's 1,109.15, and the other is 1,205.75. Then I've got a Mobi Money, which means it's basically like a credit card, but it's on my cell phone. The balance there was 2,000 and something. It's 1,315 now. FinChoice, it's from the same place as the Mobi Money, but I made a loan there of 4,000. So I'm down to 3,586 Rand now. This Kobus Kriel guy is for, he started off with 10,800. We are now down to 10,450. This is now all balances before my payday that was on Thursday. SARS is our South African Revenue Services. I owe them 13,680 Rand. because one of my previous employers, he had 16 different companies, and between the 16 companies, he moved my salary around between different companies, and he never deducted tax from me um, even once in that financial year, which is from March to February. So what happened is, when I saw that that return hasn't been submitted, I submitted it without looking, and noticed when they issued the my IT-34 that I owe that amount to SARS. So that is for my employee salary taxes, my pay as you earn. Visa and Van der Hoofen attorneys is also school fees that was handed over, which I'm not proud of, but shit happens. 20,500. And then DMC is my Standard Bank credit card. DMC is the attorneys that is collecting the debt on behalf of Standard Bank now, and that is 30,200. Now, what I've done with this month's salary is the 1920 that you guys saw in my budget. I completely paid up this guy, the 770, so he's done. The next one I'm concentrating on is the drones that I bought. I paid the minimum payment of 500. I still owe 500, so next month I'll finish off this one. This one I didn't pay anything at. This one I paid 50 Rand, which is the minimum, because obviously I first want to finish this two before I snowball into these. So I'm left here with 1,059. This one I also paid 50 Rand, which is also the minimum, and then I am left with 1,155 Rand. Mobi Money I didn't pay anything. FinChoice I didn't pay anything. Cobus Creel I paid the minimum of 350, which leaves us with 10,100. SARS I didn't pay anything. Visa and Wifin attorneys I paid 200, which is the minimum. I'm left with 20,300. And then DMC debt collectors for my Standard Bank credit card, I didn't pay anything. Now, that is the debt. I wanted to let you guys know, I've got, let me just quickly show you. I printed out these trackers. Where is it now? You'll see with all of these I'm starting at 0, because obviously I'm starting fresh. So our total debt was 84,817.24, and we paid a total of 1,920, which brings us to an ending balance for the month of December to 82,897 Rand and 24 cents. So I made quite a dent in that, but I could have done better if you look at the amount of money I was paid. Guys, then I know this video is really long, but I just quickly want to show you guys something. These I got on the freebie link from Two Sister Bees, which is really cute. It's a Let's Save file, front page, and the Let's Play. So I also got these from Little Helpful Files. Yes. Sinking funds tracker. So for each and every sinking fund that I'm planning to set up, I've got a tracker, and every single one starts at 0. So we'll keep track here of what we put in and what the balances are, etc. Because some of them, like the little icons, for example, let's see, which one can I use as an example? I think oh my goodness, guys, I am so sorry. Like, let's say the school savings. My goal is 2,000 for next, like, 2024, right? So each backpack is worth 125. So if I can only afford to put 5 Rand in or 10 Rand, I can't color this. So what I thought was, I will get these trackers, for example, these school. I'll put in my money, my 5 Rand or my 10 Rand or 20 Rand or whatever. As soon as my balance is here, 125, then I'll go back and I'll color in a backpack. That way I make sure that I still use these to see my progress of each and every sinking fund that I want to set up. These are also the freebies from Two Sister Bees, which I thought was really, really cute. Triple play monthly challenge. This I will play monthly, January through December. Hello Honey, coloring in the jars with my playing cards. I want to show you guys, I got the cutest playing cards. I bought this container to put in my 100 envelopes, which, yes, I made them myself. Like, look at that. I made them myself, and I wrote the numbers on up to 100. Look at these cute cards, you guys. They are so tiny. Look at this. This is my hand. This is how small the card is. Can you see that? It is so cute. And I just thought I had to have it. This is like, we've got Crazy Store here. I believe you guys have a Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken. So with us, they call it the Crazy Store. So yeah, you get really nice and cute things there for cheap, which other stores would charge you an arm and a leg for. Even these candles of mine I bought at the Crazy Store, and they were really, really inexpensive. Then we've got the Wordle, Be Our Guest, 100 Honeys, 500 at the Hive. I printed them all out. This one I bought, Save or Spend, because I thought this was a really good idea, like to roll the dice and you choose, like you switch, you know, the high one goes to save, the low one to spend. Next time the high one goes to spend and the low one to save. Then starting to build up my emergency fund via a game. That's also going to be, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my dice to tell me how many of these I need to color and fill up the envelope with. Self-care, school savings. I need to seriously save for a new phone, guys. My phone is driving me crazy. As you guys know, we don't have a vehicle, so saving up towards a new car. Mother's Day. Now, yeah, I'm saving for Mother's Day so that the people in my house don't have an excuse. They never really do, but just saying, you know. Father's Day, date night, Christmas savings for next year, Christmas, 50 cent coins. Now, I know this saves up to $100, but what I do is, like, if it's like a dollar challenge like these, let's say, for example, color a honeycomb and put away $10, then I would use that and put away 10 Rand. Like, I'm converting the things like that so that I can do it, because, guys, I couldn't find people in South Africa with our currency that does these things. So that is why I'm about to create some challenges in our own currency, and also ones that you decide the amount yourself. So that's the 50 cent coins. I'm also going to use this for our 50 cents, because most of the times we just either lose it, throw it away, or use it for rubbish. Rather put that here and save it. Holiday sinking funds. This would now be to do Secret Santa in our family next year. Then month ahead. My goal is to get a month ahead for now. Once I am completely, like, if it's fully funded, my month ahead fund, then I will restart this so that I can start getting 2 months ahead, etc. I want to be a minimum of 6 months ahead eventually. So my goal is 7,840 Rand, and that is all our necessities, like our bills, our rent, water, electricity, Wi-Fi, those types of things. I did not include our variable expenses in here. That still needs to be done, but for now I'm just focusing on the normal bills. And that is it, guys. I've also got some other challenges, but I will show you guys that in a different video. And I just want to say thank you so much, you guys, for your support and for your comments and your likes and your views, and for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. God bless. Bye bye.